If you missed it, I have a brand new immersive Dragon Age Inquisition Let's Play here on the channel. And with that comes a complete mod list that I wanted to share with you and hope it provides some inspiration the next time you decide to play. This is going to be using both .dai and Frosty Mods and will be for PC only. I'll link all of my DAI modding tutorials in the description, as well as a link to Ivy's full mod list that contains all of the mods featured in today's video. Before diving into this list, I did want to let you know that because this is a Let's Play, I want the mods to stay as stable and consistent throughout the playthrough as possible. So I've personally opted for less mods than I might normally use, and I'm also using my personal tried and true favorites that you might have seen in previous top mod videos. I'm using less Frosty mods than .dai ones, so let's start there first. For Frosty Ivy specific mods, we have what is arguably the most important mod, Mixed Mage Builds. It's honestly one of the best mods I've ever used for DAI, as it allows you to play a hybrid build. Ivy is using the Stormblade version, so she's using both dual-wielding rogue and mage-based combat. And personally, I have Ivy leaning towards lightning and poison for an overall build. It really helps to tell the sassy, chaotic story that is Ivy. She's also using the Vagabond Herbalist outfit and NCP hairstyles by Caffeine Painter. For her jammies, I'm currently using the Alienage 04 option from the Elf Pajama Replacer mod. To be honest, you might see her switch it to a different jammy mod down the road, but for now, I really love this one. And now for everything else Frosty. All ability trees for Inquisitor gives her the use of all of the ability trees to make using the Mixed Mage build a little easier. I've also got my favorite No Glow and Shimmer effects for healing potions and the No Search Pulse visualization mod, as both of these are essential for immersion in my opinion. I also have the pop-up killers and the extra file, which disables most of the tutorial pop-ups. If you've played DAI at least once before, I cannot recommend this mod enough, as you probably don't need those tutorials anymore. I also do have a mod called Disabler 2.0, which disables the quest tracker that shows up in the upper right-hand corner. However, as of right now, it's no longer available on Nexus. And that's it for Frosty mods, so let's move over to .dai mods. And once again, we'll start with Best Girl Ivy's mod list. Now, it's important to keep in mind that while I'm labeling some of these mods as, quote, Ivy specific, they actually will affect other characters for mods such as like eye texture, but I did pick these with Ivy in mind, so I am categorizing them as, well, Ivy specific. Her complexion mod is from Female Complexions WIP, and I'm using the Yennefer complexion with black eyeliner V0.2 option. This mod also has a Trespasser compatible version for the Yennefer complexion, which I will be using if needed when I get to Trespasser. For makeup, I'm using Kitten's Inquisitor Complexions Makeup No Blush or Under Eye Color, as well as my favorite freckle mod, Corix Freckles. For lashes, we have SOS Lashes and also SOS Basic Brows. And to round off the mods for Ivy's face, I'm using Those Eyes V4. To put this all together and to create Ivy, I'm using the Enhanced Character Creator. However, I'm personally using the 8.1 .dai version, so I didn't have to mess with the Frosty iterations, as that just seemed to be what worked better in my game at the time of modding. However, if you're using more Frosty-based mods or just purely Frosty-based mods, I'd highly suggest trying out a Frosty version, as that tends to be a little bit more updated. Now onto my companion-specific mods. Iron Bull has my favorite Vitar and Piercings mod. However, I'm personally using an old .dai version, but linked into the mod list is the Frosty version, as I don't think you can get the old .dai version anymore. I'm also using a mod called Iron Bull No Stripes to remove the pinstripes from his pants, because I'm personally just not a fan. However, I've had that mod since I think I started modding DAI, and I have no idea when or where I got it, so unfortunately I can't provide a link for it. Cassandra is using the Seeker Sending mod for her complexion, and for her armor, I'm using Notable Cassandra, which is my absolute favorite mod for her. Vivienne is using both the outfit and complexion from the mod Above the Din and Dam. For Leliana, I'm using the complexion only, option from Darkling I Listen, and then her outfit is from Dark and Worn Leliana Remade. I went with the Knitted and Worn Black option for that mod. Cullen is getting an armor glow up with the Celtic Commander mod. I do have the Restored Cullen Dialogue mod as well, however, I'm not sure if Ivy will be using it. The only soulless mod I have for you is Eggs Without Hats for the ball because that egg needs no hats. The ever-lovely Josephine is going to be using the Ambassador Montilier Makeover and Accessories mod for the Makeover and Pearl Earrings option only. And then her outfit is from the Inquisition's Ambassador. And lastly, Dorian is using Dorian in black to change his casual outfit to be all black. And now literally I bring you the rest of my mods. Let's start with my favorite party at the Winter Palace. I'm going to be using the extended intros option here and bringing literally everyone because everyone has to go through the ball with Ivy if she has to go. There is also a Frosty version of this mod if you'd prefer to use that instead. Speaking of the ball, let's talk about what Ivy and friends will be wearing. I'm using both the Hera dress retexture and the Hera formal wear retexture, so everyone looks like a unified front while still giving Ivy something special to wear. I'm pairing that with the Trespasser Skyhold PJ Replacer and Schematics mod, and specifically using the formal wear wedding dress replacer file so Ivy can wear the dress to the ball. I also do have the formal wear crafting dress installed in case I need it from the same mod. And open all Halidors so Ivy can go wherever she wants when at the ball will round out the Winter Palace centric mods. Next up is all the more mods, because why not have more? More banter, more influence, and more Inquisition levels. The more banter is probably one of the most important mods for a variety of reasons, as it does fire off banter in a way that's more consistent so you can hear everything your companions have to say when out on the road. For exploration mods, we're going to be using the No Dirt buildup purely because I like the look of it better, as well as the Better Looting mod to make looting way faster. There's also no more grave desecration for that singular quest in the Exalted Plains. I honestly have no idea if Ivy will do that quest, but I always prefer having that mod installed. Silent Field Search makes it so there's no noise if I do a search and nothing is in the area. And also irritating dialogue removal, I'm personally only using the no search comment file to make sure if I search and nothing happens or is found, no one says anything, so those two mods pair really well together. The last exploration-based mod I have for you is called Unlock and Change Specializations. I'm just using the Explorer's ability file, as that will allow any class to do any of the exploration abilities like pick a lock, break a physical barrier, or a magical one. It pairs really nicely with the mixed mage build if you're playing a character who's both, let's say, a rogue and a mage. For crafting/item mods, I'm using New Game Plus. It allows me to sell stuff to Segret for a stupidly high price, so I can afford to buy whatever I want from the next mod, which is called Crossroad Crafting Supply. It's stocked with most, if not all, of the high-end crafting supplies in the game, so I can craft whatever I want, whenever I want. And to make it all extra pretty, I'm using my favorite seasonal palettes in the Dark Winter V2 option, which changes the tint of the crafting materials. To pair with all of that, I'm also using the Armor No Class Restrictions Remade, so I can use any armor regardless of class. I also have SK Hair Retexture mod in the Realistic V 1.2 version, and from the SK Hair Pack, I'm using the optional file for the Scalp Texture Edit. I honestly don't know if I still need this file, but I personally prefer having it in my game as a just in case. And not to forget Inquisition Valisline changes in the Origin Valisline port, as I prefer the consistency across all three games. I also have the War Table No Waiting mod because who has time for the War Table anymore? Also, I have the Worn Inquisition in the Black Armor option for the entirety of the Inquisition to get a nice armor refresh. Lastly, I do have two other mods that are no longer available. One is a Companion Wall Tarot artwork that basically puts all the Companion Tarot cards on the wall in the bedroom in Skyhold. And I also have a mod called Scarquisition that edits the scar textures in the game. I promise we're done. Those are all of Ivy's mods so far. They're all listed out in the post that's linked in the description, so you can go through it and check it out at your leisure. I hope you find a few mods to add into your next adventure. And if you want to see all of these mods in action, you can watch Ivy's Let's Play here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!